President Trump delivering a powerful message following the terror attack in New York City on Tuesday. So why is this so important to remove this ideology?
All right, here to weigh in is former Navy SEAL and former commander of a SEAL team and SEAL Team 3, the most highly decorated special ops unit of the Iraq War. Jocko Willink is with us right now. Jocko, welcome. Congratulations on your brand new book.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. First off, when you see what happened in New York and you hear that he wants an ISIS flag outside his hospital room and calls himself a soldier of the caliphate, what do you think of?
Well, first of all, obviously it sickens my heart to see that kind of thing. And when I hear people about where we're going to send him, should we send him to Gitmo, I say we skip Gitmo and send him straight to hell where he belongs.
But don't you want the most intelligence possible out of him?
Yeah, we can gather as much intelligence possible out of him. We can interrogate him as much as we can, but eventually you're going to hit that brick wall. He's not going to have any more information. Yeah. And let's get him out of this planet.
Jocko, when you look at the evidence that was on his phone, all the videos, I mean, very disturbing. 90 videos of him watching horrific murders, what ISIS does to people, running over innocent people with tanks. You were reminded that there is evil in this world. So how do we eliminate evil? How do we eliminate ISIS? What do we do? Well,
first of all, yes, there's evil. And the things that he's watching is the things that those evil subhumans perpetrate on a daily basis. And the way you get rid of people like that is you kill them. You hunt them down and you kill them. That's what we should be doing.
But we want to show, according to some, we want to show that we're different than the terrorists. We'll be like them if we do that. We won't be. We're civilized people with rules and laws. What's your reaction?
Actually, yes, we are different than the terrorists. We don't do things that they do. We don't systematically rape 10-year-old girls like they do. And if that's the way they're going to behave, they don't deserve to live.
Mm-hmm. What do you make? OK, so the storyline yesterday was that he became radicalized after he came to the United States through this diversity visa program. And it sounds like it all happened online, you know, through the video, through the propaganda. What do you do going forward as a nation to try to turn it off? Is there anything?
Absolutely. I think you assault those internet spots where this stuff comes into the computers.
You just turn off YouTube?
Shut down those videos on YouTube, absolutely. Oh, does that disrupt your freedom of speech? I actually don't care. We don't need that kind of attitude coming into this country. We don't need it in the world. Shut it down.
We just have the wrong mindset. We don't understand that we're in the middle of a war, do we?
Obviously not.
Yesterday, we had a guest on that said our country dodged a bullet by getting President Trump elected and not having Hillary Clinton in power. And he wants to get rid of this diversity visa program. What are your thoughts on that?
Anybody that would support at this moment in time the diversity visa lottery, you get to come to this country because you won a lottery, and then you get to bring in, 20, 25 family members, alleged family members. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. Well, it's preposterous.
I sense you're seething about this, but I do want to get to your book, Discipline Equals Freedom, a field manual. We know how popular a podcast is. This builds off that, doesn't it?
It does. That's where the idea from the book came from, is the people asking me questions from the podcast and trying to get all those questions about the way I live into one sort of concise manual that people could follow if they want to.
Because people want discipline in their life, don't they? They just don't know it in many cases.
Well, yeah, people actually want freedom, but what they don't realize is that if you want freedom, in order to get there, you got to have discipline. And it's the same thing with our country. If we want to have freedom in this country, but that means we have to have discipline in the way that we allow people into our country, and we have to have discipline in the way we protect our country.
Did the military teach you that, the discipline?
Absolutely. The military had obviously a big role in my life. I was in the SEAL teams for 20 years, and you learn that if you want to be effective as a leader and as a person, you have to have discipline.
So, an interesting scenario. I read one of these pages in your book. You say, if you want, you can't do everything you can accomplish in life. You want to be the fastest person in the world. You want to be the best marathon in the world. For certain people, that's not going to happen. Does that mean we don't do it?
No, absolutely. And I'm a perfect example of that. I was never the best athlete. I wasn't the smartest guy, but I was a hard worker. And just because I'm not going to be the best doesn't mean I'm not going to try my hardest.
So how do we approach something in life like that? I mean, aren't we supposed to be the best at everything we do? What is your philosophy on things you approach?
Of course, you're going to try and be the best, but you're not going to be the best. I can tell right now you have zero potential as an NBA basketball player. Zero. So does that mean you don't get to play it? No. Go out. If that's what you like to do, go out and do the best you can.
What do I learn from that? When I don't achieve my goal, getting to the NBA, what do I learn when I don't get there?
Well, exactly. That's what you learn. You learn that persistence, perseverance, and you still take away a lot from trying to do something, and you can apply that to everything in life.
So a lot of people don't try because they don't think they can succeed.
Yeah, and if you're not going to succeed, what are you going to do? Sit on the couch and eat Doritos?
What's your message for the parents that are watching that are too afraid to discipline their kids? We've become such a soft country.
Well, you know, one thing I say about raising kids is, and it's a little bit controversial, but I say if you're helping your kids, you're hurting your kids. So everything that you do for your kids, if you just do everything for them, they're actually not going to grow. They're not going to learn. I mean, a classic example is tying their shoes. When you tie your kids' shoes for them, you actually take away a developmental moment where they're going to improve their fine motor skills. And the more you do it for them, the less coordinated they're going to be. And that's just one example in everything you do with your kids.
So I should not tie my daughter's shoes. No. She is one.
Teach them. Teach them.
Maybe at 1, get her the Velcro shoes.
She has them.
Hold on. All right.
There'll be a lot of kids tripping and falling on their heads. Get your kid a helmet until he ties his shoe.
Thanks, Jocko. Thank you for serving.
Thanks for having me on.